What is up, guys? It's your boy Manny from The Art of Finance, and in today's video I'll be going over my portfolio for the month of May for my Vanguard, Trading 212 and my cryptocurrency. So as you can see in my investments, here is a nice pie chart so you can see where my money is spread out. A large majority is spread out through index funds and cryptocurrency, and we have a grand total of £29,734, which has been a significant increase from my last monthly review. Now if we take a look into my Binance account, you can see that I hold a large majority of my money into Ethereum, moving on to Bitcoin, then Theta, then One, and then a few small other ones. So I really do truly believe in Ethereum, and that has given me most of my returns, which I'm quite fortunate about and very happy about. So you can see that if you take a look at the cumulative profit and loss, it's over nearly 5k. If you look at my daily profit and loss, £600, and my profit in total, a grand total of £3,226.81. A large majority of that is actually coming from Ethereum, as Ethereum has spiked up quite a bit, and I did purchase it in the last couple of months. So if you look at the profits tab, you can see when it comes to April that I have been investing a bit more money into it, and that's where a larger majority of my gains have come from. So I do truly believe in Ethereum, and I will be making a future video of why that is. And then moving on to, I do have my Bitcoin as well, then some smaller other coins. So this is just a total overview in my Binance account. And if we take a look at my other smaller bets, I would say, not really more so investments, as right now there are a lot of meme coins that are going around that you could potentially make money on. So if you see in my MetaMask, I currently have bought SafeMoon and Bonfire. Bonfire I've 10x, and I've actually seen it nearly 20x, but it has dropped down significantly. And same with my SafeMoon, I've pretty much 20x'd it now. So the initial capital that I've put into SafeMoon was £100, and then once I saw a dip, I put an additional £500 into it. And currently at this moment, it's at $2,147. I have seen my Bonfire go up to 12k, and what it is that it has significantly dropped, but I'm still holding on to it, as this is quite a large gain for me. So an overall change for just my SafeMoon and my Bonfire, including my bulk finance, we can see that it's at $7,252, which I'm really happy about. With these investments, it's very risky and volatile, so definitely do your due diligence before you invest into any small cryptocurrencies, especially something like SafeMoon and Bonfire, as it's just really dependent on the momentum of the community, and a lot of people are getting scammed out there. So I'd say definitely be very careful when investing any money into these coins. Although you can see that I've made some significant gains in these particular coins, you could potentially lose quite a lot of money, as a lot of people have been rug pulled. I've known a few people that have already got rug pulled, and I don't want that to happen to anyone. So if you don't know what you're doing, or you're willing to risk your money, then definitely just make sure you do your research. And even with these meme coins, doing your research could be 30 minutes to even a day, for example, but there's not much on that cryptocurrency. So it's much like gambling, where you're just hoping that it goes up. Now, I think the key thing that you should definitely look out for with SafeMoon and Bonfire, for example, is that there's a large community behind it and is backing it. And if you also take a look, they've renounced their ownership as well, so that's a good sort of indication. And they do have quite large numbers in terms of their Twitter page and their Telegram. So those are some key things to look out for when you're investing into some smaller cryptocurrencies, and ones that could potentially skyrocket. Now you can 10x, 20x your money, but like I said, definitely be careful, because you can lose your money, and you don't want to get to a point where you're investing your money and you start losing out on it. Now my bulk finance has also gone up, and I've also been staking my bulk finance, so you have to buy part BNB, part BOG to stake for bulk finance. So bulk finance for me is quite on the long term, and I'm hoping once I get a significant amount, I would sell it off. So moving forward onto my Vanguard account, we can see that I'm currently at a profit of £1,597 with a grand total of £9,573. So I'm still investing £600 every single month, and as you can see in the chart, it is just going upwards, and I have a rate of return of 31.18%. A very good rate of return to have, especially for an index fund. So if you want to take a look into it a little bit further, I've invested into the FTSE 100 and the S&P 500, and you can see how much I actually own on both. So for the FTSE 100 it's 3,800, and for the S&P 500 it's £4,090, and both of them has given me a return. So for the FTSE 100, £597, and the S&P 500, £1,008. Now the S&P 500 for me personally has been outperforming the FTSE 100, but I like to gain some diversification, so I'll be invested in the UK market and also the North American market, the two sort of major markets that there are. I've also got a recent dividend on the 7th of April of £13.90, which will get reinvested back into the account, bringing on to that snowball effect of earning more and more and more. So if you want to see my top 10 investments in terms of my FTSE 100 and my S&P 500, currently 3.5% of that is into Apple, and then 2.9% into Microsoft, and so on and so forth. And the sector allocation, large majority of it, 36% into the industrial sector, and then moving on to the corporate financial sector. Now moving on to my Trading 212 account, you can see that I'm currently at a return of £110, with my Coca-Cola giving me a return of £124.73. So I do hold a bit of GameStop as well. I thought it was quite a bit of a punt when I had a few free shares, so I thought I'll put into that and see what happens with it. So I'm not too fussed about it at the moment, so I'm just holding just like everyone else until it reaches the moon. And I do have some BAE as well, but that was one of the free shares from one of my subscribers. Much appreciated. It definitely does help the channel to grow as well, and it's a win-win situation for both parties, as I get a free share, you also get a free share, and we're both happy with that. So at the minute, my Coca-Cola is actually doing quite well, and I've received the dividend, I think it was last month or the month before, so I'm quite happy about that. Still truly believe in Coca-Cola, and I will be holding it. So if you take a look at Bitcoin, as you can see that it's from a yearly chart, you can see some insane gains from 10k up to 45k, and only recently Tesla has also denounced that he will not be using Bitcoin to trade for his Tesla vehicles, so a large significant drop from that as well. Moving on to some precious metals, so gold is sort of standard. We've seen it decline quite heavily from the 1500 mark to the 1200 mark, and now it sort of rides back up to the 1300 mark for 1 ounce. Silver is doing really, really well, and as you can see, it's still staying around that 18 to 20 pound mark, and I feel like it can break the 20 pound mark and go up even further, to be honest. So you can see that for a few months it's actually been holding quite well, so it definitely has those support lines right there. So we're just going to see when that happens. Hopefully if there is a dip, I'll definitely buy some silver, but at this minute I'm more interested in my cryptocurrency, as I feel like I could get more of a significant gain rather than silver. But it's always good to have a bit of precious metal in your portfolio. As in my portfolio, I do have 20 grams of gold and some other gold jewelry that I don't really count towards my investments because I would never technically sell them. But so that is my portfolio for the month of May. I do hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you can, please hit that like button so it can help me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you have any questions, please leave it below, as I respond to every single comment that you guys give me. So this has been The Art of Finance. Peace.